Sincere Baker, you can't catch them. Touchdown, Oneonta.
It's 58 playoff wins.
Fakes the quick toss, got guys wide open deep down the left side. 20, 25, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Forget about it. Trevor Smith, 56 yards.
It's 19 region titles.
They've got a man open deep. Jaden Kent, there he is. Jaden Kent inside the 5, all the way. Touchdown, Oneonta.
It's 5 state titles.
Foul, good snap. Takes the toss out there on the left side. Now he's got to keep it. He's loose. 45, outside the 40. 35, 30, down the sideline. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Look back, no flags, 50 yards for Cole Powell.
At some places, they play football. At Oneonta, we live it.
That was your J&M Pharmacy pregame show. Big thanks to J&M Pharmacy. Of course, this game is brought to you by the Oneonta Foundation for Educational Resources. Big thanks to them for all that they do for Oneonta City Schools. Jeremy, for a regular season matchup, this is pretty big as Oneonta looks to surprise everybody and upset the number 2 ranked team in 4A football.
Oh, yeah. This is, like you said, get this one going early, and it's not one of those wait till the end of the year type situations. It's go ahead and knock it out week 3. And I think Oneonta's playing a lot better than they played against Hayden, played against even in the Jamboree. So, obviously, Hokes Bluff's hitting on all cylinders already. But that's what you play these for. You don't want a bunch of like Coach Saban said. You want to play the best people that you can find to play, and obviously region play, you got to play them. So go ahead and get it going.
Last year we go over to their place. The opening kickoff, David Hall fumbles it. Hokes Bluff recovers. They're up 7-0 just like that. I think David wants revenge.
Oh, yeah.
All through, from that point on, through spring, through summer, through fall practice, he's always said, I want another chance.
Yeah.
I want another chance. He's going to get it tonight. We've seen more David running the ball. He's ran for 100 yards through each game so far. Expect him to have a big game. I know for Bo Ragsdale, he said, I want to hit Darian Meads hard. I want to knock him on his, you can fill in the blank. These guys are ready.
Yeah.
I think it's been a good week. Yesterday, the team got a chance to hear from 2 former Redskins and the Boyd twins, and you've had a chance to see those Boyd twins play.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys know what they're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Those guys definitely know how to play some good physical football with heart. And that's a big thing of those teams that were, that I just mentioned, that 2012, 13, that era right in there. Those guys, they were not the biggest guys, they were not the fastest guys, but they played with an intensity that got them, really far. And that's what this bunch here is going to have to keep working on. They showed something last week.
Last week's Special Teams Player of the Week, Eric Vargas will kick. Mooningham and Darian Meads, they are back for the Eagles. Coach Robertson entering his 24th season here at Hokes Bluff, and we are underway. They're going to kick it away from Meads. Mooningham back at his own 6-yard line, up to the 10, up to the 15, looking for a lane as Nick's got a hold of him, and Eli Buse will take him down at the 22-yard line, and that's where Ashton Golage, the quarterback, will come out for his first drive. Last week, 14 carries, Jeremy, 127 yards rushing. It's not just Meads, it's Golage. He can run the ball. Throwing 2 of 7 last week for 65 yards. Previous week against Southside, 86 yards rushing, 37 yards passing. We're going to see him a lot of bootlegs if he does run it.
Yeah, we're used to seeing those mobile quarterbacks around here, and he's no different. So they got a couple of different looks they're going to give you and get both those guys going.
They're going to load that box up. Safeties are up. They're going to flip it off to Meads, left side. Meads looking for something. Here comes the defense, and that defensive line was there to make it. Bo Ragsdale, and I told Crittner today, I said, Crittner, I ain't said your name enough. I need you to play hard tonight. He's there on that first play.
Right, yeah. Crittner's a big young guy. I haven't called his name out a lot, but he's been starting basically both ways, or at least on defense all night. So he's one of those sophomores. He's a big guy, 6'1", 218 as a sophomore. So he looks a little bigger than that. I think Phillips is undersized a little bit on the roster.
I formation, 2nd down and 10. Once again, the safety's playing up. It'll be play action. They're going to look deep over the middle, up to number 21. It's caught across midfield. Riley McGill got beat down to the 35-yard line. They're going to get it complete to Mooningham, who's 5'11", 150, going up against Riley McGill, who's 5'10", but he just got by him. It's a big set logistics, not set logistics, but a Woodman Life first down.
Yeah, that was just a straight-up perfect route and a absolutely perfect throw. Riley was right there in his back pocket, but just, the quarterback threw it right there in the front pocket, and he was just unable to get him.
That's going to bring those safeties back up a little bit because they're wanting to load the box. So 1st and 10 now at the 36-yard line. Golich, of course, under center. Once again, they go Meads right up the middle and broke one tackle, but then was taken down by the Duke in Luke Hodge, and looked like Keezy Mitchell as well.
Yeah, it's good job there by the defensive front linebackers. Coach White, it's obvious he's going to try to take out that run game up front. Right there at the point of attack, there's a line of scrimmage, and then you got to do that and keep them honest by playing some good defense in the secondary.
10:35 left first quarter. First drive for the Eagles. Watch for the fullback. They love to go to him a lot. They will hand it off to Meads, left side. Meads, David Hall broke that tackle. Meads still going. Mitchell's got a hold of him and finally takes him down after a big run of about 15 on the ground for the Eagles. They'll move the chains.
He kind of slung Hall off, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And David's a strong kid, too.
Yeah. He just kind of slung him off his back there and took Mitchell for a little bit of a ride.
He did. Gain of 16 right there. They'll mark it at the 15-yard line for the Eagles. Another Woodman life. First down, 10-18 clock running. First quarter, 0-0. Golich under center. Fullback will be Hunter Burke. They'll hand off to Meads, left side. Now goes middle of the field, and David Hall brings him down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 11 right there for Darian Meads, and that point of contact that we talked about, it's not happening until the second level. Yeah,
as you know, that the offensive line's making a good push there and giving him his holes to run through. And he's being really patient. He's just taking his time, finding the hole, watching it develop, and he's getting some pretty good yardage so far.
First and goal from the 3. 4 carries so far, 30 yards for Darian Meads. Golich keeps it himself. First push, didn't get it. Second attempt, he does get in. Touchdown, Hokes Bluff on their first drive with 9:38 left. We saw a lot of Darian Meads, 4 carries. Golich said, I want this carry. He gets in. That'll be his 6th rushing touchdown on the season. And we haven't seen really an offense go on their first drive. I think that's the first opening drive that Oneonta gave up a touchdown this year.
Yeah.
Golich will hold. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. That one is good. 7-0. Hokes Bluff leads. 9:38 left here in the first quarter. We'll be right back after this here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Your Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap to come after this kick as Hokes Bluff leads it to 7-0. There's the kick. A little bit of a short one up to the 15. McAlpine's got it up to the 20, up to the 25. Runs into one of his own guys. Gets up near the 30-yard line, and they'll start out with some good field position. Looks to be the 30-yard line. Your Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
It was a 77-yard, 6-play drive capped off by the 3-yard run by Golich. Point after was good. Hokes Bluff leads 7-0. That was with 9:38 to play. So Team Nancy and Shannon, give them a call, 353-8054, or Shannon at 790-0024.
First and 10, under center. Pinion will hand off to David Hall, looking for something. Comes back out this way. He's got McAlpine blocking on the edge. 40-45 up to the 50. Pushed out of bounds, a late hit. They're wanting the flag. They're not going to get it up to the 46-yard line. It's a big Woodman live first down. That offensive line, Jeremy, they got better last week, and after one play, they look phenomenal.
That was a nice run there on first down. Around the left side, big gain.
Phil wanting the late hit. Big shout out to A.J. Ragsdale. He's at home listening tonight. Thinking about you, buddy. Had his surgery yesterday. 9:24 left. Ball at the Hokes Bluff 46. Pinion rolls out to his right. Avoids the first guy. He'll just keep it. Gets by another guy, and finally he'll be hit a couple of times, but he'll pick up 4 yards. Hey, it's a positive run. We'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That was a great play there. Made something out of nothing. And I tell you what, we've watched Brody mature over these last 3 weeks. He's really started to figure things out. I think he was a little shell-shocked first week, to be honest. His first real start, as the man. But he's done a lot better, doing a great job so far tonight.
8:55 left, 2nd and 6. The ball at the 42-yard line in Hokes Bluff territory. It's 32 yards rushing so far for David on that one carry. David will line up to the right as Luke Hodge comes back behind the line. They'll hand off to David. David looking for a crease. He picked up 2 yards. They're being generous. I don't think he got a yard, but they'll give him 2 up to the 40-yard line. It'll be the first third down conversion of the night for either team. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Redskins. David last week, a little over 100 yards, and it was a very hard-earned 100 yards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had nothing much up front at any time for him. So
we have an eagle down on the play. It looks like to be our first cramp of the night. We'll take a quick timeout. It's brought to you by Sharp One Investigations. Hokes Bluff up 7-0 here on the Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. Third down for the Redskins with 8:07 left. 7-0. Ball at the Hokes Bluff 40 for the Skins' first drive. They'll hand off. Yep, they will hand off David Hall. He'll have that first down, 35-30, up to the 25, gets out to the left side. He is gone to the house. Touchdown. Skins said we're in it. They're an extra point away from tying it from 40 yards out. David Hall, another touchdown for him.
That was an absolute, it's a great run there around the edge. That's a big run so far that we haven't seen from him all year. He's kind of chipping away and getting his yardage in short fashion. But these 2 great runs there, and that was a beautiful end around from that left side, 40 yards out.
Set to kick, it'll be Eric Vargas. Pinion will hold. Snap, hold, kick, up. That one is good. 7-0. 7:52 left. We'll be right back after this here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap coming after this kick from Eric Vargas on the far hash. Short directional kick. We caught at the 20, goes back a couple of yards to the 15, looks to get it out to the 31-yard line, and maybe the 32. The Eagles will take over. Your Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
It was a 4-play, 70-yard drive. David Hall took it in from 40 yards out and run around the left side. Point after was good. We're tied at 7 with 7:52 to play in the first quarter.
So 70-yard drive, 66 of those yards to David Hall.
Yeah.
So Hokes Bluff and Ashton Golage and Darian Meads come back out for their second drive of the night with 7:45 left. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a low-scoring matchup, but the first 2 drives equal 14 points.
Yeah, it's time for the defense to settle in here, realize, okay, thanks for the offense.
Yeah.
We're back to 0. Let's just get it going here.
Under center Golage. Line makes a shift to the left. They roll out to the left, and Eli Buse tipped it. Hit him right almost in the face mask, and it'll be incomplete. Hokes Bluff offense, they take their time, Jeremy, as each play Golage goes back over to Coach Robertson to get the play. Old school.
Old school.
SEC football.
Get a hold on, get out in the eye, just like the pros, the college does.
7:39 left so far. Darian Meads, 4 carries, 30 yards. No touchdowns, as Golage was the one that got the touchdown last drive. 2 receivers to the top. The receivers this year, I feel like they're not as good as last year. Safeties come up. They'll hand off to Meads left side, and Luke Hodge and Keezy laid the lumber on that one. Bo Ragsdale as well. Luke really got the hardest hit on that one.
Yeah. That's what it takes, and Meads got up feeling that one. That's what it takes with these guys. You just chip away at them, and that's all you can do. Do your job, hit him when he's there. And it's like I said, he's one guy, he's the same age as the other guys. It's just he comes out for a play.
7-7 with 7:10 left. Meads comes off limping. He's been dealing with a lower foot injury this year. Yeah. It's 3rd down.
I took a helmet to the thighs on that play also.
The old boat horn going off here. Some extra sound effects this year. Defense trying to get loud, and they're going to call timeouts here on 3rd down. 3rd and 9. The fans getting into it. We'll take a Sharp One Investigations timeout. We're right back at this, tied at 7 with 7 minutes left here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. Come back in the Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Special shout out to, I guess he'd be my uncle since he referred to me as his nephew, Jeff Gibbs. We're no relation, but former skin coach and former skin player, Bailey Gibbs, celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday to her. 3rd down, Jeremy. 3rd and 9.
That's a big play here. Big play here.
Ball at the 33-yard line. Meads is not in. He is dealing with a lower foot injury. Golich will hand it off right up the middle. Luke Hodge and his brother Bo Ragsdale bring him down to the 37. He picked up 4. The running back did, and that's it. So they will go 3 and outs. And that Oneonta defense tightens up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it takes. You got to, you got Meads a little bit of a bum leg or foot or something. And got him out of there and stopped everybody else. So I think we got to capitalize on this punt here.
Set to punt will be Ashton Golich. Andrew McAlpine really hasn't had a chance this year to return a punt. Let's see if he gets one now. 4th and 5 with about 6 minutes left. Here's the punt from Golich. It's a high one, not deep. Skins are going to have some good field position as it takes an Oneonta bounce right past the 50-yard line to the 47-yard line. They went 3 plays, 5 yards, and a punt, and the Oneonta offense is back out after David Hall ran for 66 yards total on that last drive with 6 minutes left, Jeremy. They take over for their second possession.
Yeah, I mean, this is all you can ask for right here. They swapped out touchdowns and opening drives, then scored and then held them. So
Moon the back, they'll switch out the running backs. The left side of that line moved a little bit quick, but no flag as Colin Moon will take the loss. Loses about 3 on the run right there.
Yeah, Colin Moon, he was in a boot for a couple weeks, missed Jamboree and then the Hayden game. He came back last week.
We have a timeout.
Heat
timeout. It is an official timeout. We take it with them. Brought to you by Sharp One Investigations. 5:47 left. All tied at 7 here in the first quarter. Here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL.
FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs, Jeremy Hyde, Oneonta. This game brought to you by Offer. Oneonta 7-7 with the number 2 ranked team in Hokes Bluff. It'll be 2nd and 13 after the loss of 3. Pinion back to pass. Pinion got a pocket around him. Over to Luke Hodge. And Luke broke that tackle but got tripped up. They do get back to the original line of scrimmage. And Pinion right there had a nice little pocket around him, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's amazing how well he can throw the ball when that happens. But offensive line getting some work. They've got some folks moved around a little bit and make sure that they've received some good coaching over the last couple of weeks. And saw where there was some opportunity there. So did a good job of not giving him some room and some time.
Oneonta 1 for 1 on 3rd downs tonight. 5:12 left. Clock is running. It'll be 3rd and 10 at their own 47. Need to get across the 50. They're going to go inside screen to Andrew McAlpine. Makes the guy miss. Trying to get back out to the outside. He'll be tripped up. And it will be at the 46-yard line, about 4th and 3. They're going to be decision time, and it's no decision for Phil. He decides to punt. Try to pin them deep right here.
These screens to be effective. You always slow your guys down where it's not an obvious screen, but then once you let them go to get them behind, where you want to throw the ball. But 26, he kind of blew that up. He was back there rushing Brody just enough.
Big moment in this game. You got Ashton Golich, the quarterback, set to receive this punt. Bo to punt. That's a good kick right there. Back to Golich at the 9. Here comes Riley McGill. Got by that tackle, and here comes the rest of the defense. They will pin him inside the 20. Good punt right there from Bo Ragsdale, as you had number 52, Kobe Harper, the sophomore, was the one that made the tackle with 4:15 left.
I like seeing these guys on special teams, Harper and Devaney. We see them on special teams, and they're not getting a ton of playing time otherwise, but you get in there and do their job and get some good contact out on the field.
Meads is back out there. And they're going to go up in shotgun for the first time. Burke to the right, and old Meads to the left. Play action. Back to pass over the middle. Incomplete. Good coverage right there from Braden Moore. Got a hand on it. That'll bring up 2nd down. So far, 0 for 2 for Mr. Golich.
Yeah, Meads is back out. He's not 100%. You can kind of see him kind of gingerly easing around. And I'll say that, and he'll break one for whatever. Shy of a touchdown, of course.
Send your emails to Jeremy.
Shy of a touchdown. Big penalty. It'd be a big penalty to bring it back. But
2nd and 10. So far, 5 carries, 31 yards. Most of the yardage was on that first drive. Back under center. Like to do it 95% of the time. They'll hand off to Meads up the middle, and Crittner and Bo Ragsdale drag him down. picks up to the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 for Darian Meads on that run. They'll bring up third down.
You mentioned Crittner's name. I saw Crittner some this summer in some specialized workouts down at one of the local gyms away from his team. You know, doing his team thing morning, afternoon, whenever it was, and then going down and get some other attention with one of the former players down here. So definitely putting in the work, and it's showing.
3rd and 7 at the 21. Need to get to the 32-yard line. Defense making some adjustments. They'll hand off to Meads to the left. Got tripped up, and they're going to take him down. And it'll be 4th down. And Kesey looks like the guy that made the tackle. And Meads slow to get there. He is up. And Oneonta, another 3 and out.
Well, that defensive front's going to have to figure things out, whatever their alignment is, and get everybody rotated and shifted to the right spot. They're flip-flopping back, strong side, weak side, looks like. And that time they almost got caught moving around.
Golich to punt, McAlpine back. 3 minutes left, 7-7. Here in the first quarter. Golich will punt again. First one didn't go that far. That one's a little bit better. McAlpine waits for it. Fair catch at their own 49-yard line. And Pinion comes back out. David Hall should be back out to run it this time. He will be the running back. With 2:46 left so far, Jeremy, it's good to see that defense tightened up after that first drive.
Hey, we talked about the defense, how well they've been playing all year. You know, even in the loss against Hayden, they played well tonight. Last week they played lights out, and you know, so far so good tonight.
I formation. It's like we're looking in the mirror, looking at Hokes Bluff. Hall on the carry. Hall broke that first tackle, still carrying a couple more guys with him up to the 46-yard line. David, a good little run right there after getting by the first line of defense.
You know, Hall showed some speed tonight, but also running really big right there on that play, carrying the pile a little bit. So Hall's a big guy. You know, he doesn't look as big as Meads, but he's really, you know, height and weight-wise about the same.
Put on some more muscles this offseason.
Yeah.
2:20 left, 2nd and 5 at the Hokes Bluff 46 as they get across the 50. David's up to 71 yards rushing. This time they'll go with shotgun. McGill in motion. Back to the other side. They'll hand off counter. David Hall with some room. Gets that first down. Gets some extra yardage up to the 37-yard line. The line's giving them some running room. It's another Woodman Life first down. They move the chains.
Well, just in the formation that Oneonta comes out with, you know, it's not really a spread. I guess you could call it a spread, but they're spread out, so you automatically have bigger running lanes. It spreads the defense out, gives them a little more room. Whereas Hokes Bluff comes out in that eye, and everybody's kind of packed in there tight, and you got to really block to get everybody opened up.
Ball to 38. Pinion rolls out to his left. Out to McAlpine. It's caught. Almost stepped out of bounds, but is pushed at the 30-yard line. The ref was there watching. His foot was nestled right against that out of bounds.
It was as close to the line as you could possibly get.
And I don't see how he didn't realize his foot was right there. You know, I think it was last week and then the week before he had his foot on the line.
Right.
They love going on that little curl route to him. They'll hurry up to the line, 2nd and 3. Now they look back to the sideline with 1:40 left. 2nd and 3 as they are inching closer to the red zone. Couple of receivers to both sides. They'll hand off to David Hall. David gets twisted around. A flag on the play from the back judge. He'll have the first down, but let's wait on the call.
It's in a very suspicious spot.
Face mask, maybe? Nope, it's going to be hold. Riley's not happy. So 1:34 left. 2nd and 3. And it'll be 2nd long now. 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd and 11 almost. At the Hokes Bluff 38. 7-7. Pinion under center. I'll tell you my thought here in a second. Pinion will roll out. Got to step up in the pocket. Here comes some pressure. Throws it up. It's caught. Buse. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Oneonta. Brody Pinion got away with one. But we'll take it. Oneonta takes the lead.
Who said Pinion's not a scrambling running quarterback? You know, that right there.
Chris.
That was nice. That was nice.
1:17 left. Oneonta takes the lead. Pinion will hold. little Eli Buse getting himself a touchdown. His second on the season. Pinion, the hold, the snap, kick up. It is good. 14-7. Oneonta on top of Hokes Bluff. We'll be right back after this here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. 52. 51 total. Welcome back in. Your Team Dancy and Shannon scoring drive recap. Jeremy Hyde.
It was a 5-play, 51-yard drive. Brody Pinion to Eli Buse, 38 yards out. Point after was good, and we're 14-7. Oneonta has the lead. A minute 17 left to play in the first.
Takes one bounce. Hokes Bluff finally gets a hand on it, and going to get some decent field position right here, up to the 30, maybe the 31-yard line, and Brody Pinion's kind of lucky. Avoided the pressure. Found his buddy Eli Buse, the junior, for the touchdown, his second of the year. Good job by Brody, though, avoiding the pressure.
I like it. I think it was a great job keeping his head up and seeing the open man, and made a good throw. A great catch by Eli, and they made it in the touchdown.
Meads in it, running back to the right this time. Burke is the fullback to the left. It's shotgun formation. They're playing up. Gullidge back to pass. Gullidge looking. He'll take a shot up over to Andrew McAlpine. Up. Incomplete. No flags. No. Good coverage. Perfect coverage from Andrew McAlpine.
Yeah, he kind of got in his way just enough in a way that it wasn't a foul, wasn't a penalty. A little contact, but it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't of the variety worth a yellow flag. So I'm sure they were hollering for one over on that green and white side.
And I don't think Gullidge has completed the pass so far tonight.
I don't think so. Well, other than the big one.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one, yeah. That's the only big one they've had.
Yeah.
1:03 left, 2nd and 10. Ball at their own 31-yard line. Shotgun again for Gullidge. They'll hand off to Meads. Here come those linebackers, and David Hall almost came away with it. He's going to get up to the 36. It's a gain of 5 right there for Darian Meads.
Yeah, I like what they're doing on Meads. Get some contact, rip the ball. They know he's a little bit gimpy right now. Still strong. He's still an exceptional running back, but I think that's what they're doing, what they're supposed to do right now. Coach Whited and everybody's got a great game plan, and they're doing a great job.
And they're keeping him in third and somewhat long distance.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and we'll say 6 right here for the Eagles. Shotgun, receiver to each side. Those corners are playing up. Safeties are playing up. Should be false starts. Here comes some pressure. They're going to get it, and incomplete. David Hall laid a hit on Ashton Gullidge. The left side of that line seemed to be, or the right side of that line seemed to be false start.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked like Mitchell back there, Crittner back there again, easing around, causing a little pressure. And Crittner being so tall, I think he had to throw it over him. And I think that's what caused him to throw it over Meads' head.
If Oneonta were to upset Hokes Bluff tonight, 3rd down conversions are going to be the key to this game. They are 0 for 3 tonight on 3rd downs. Gullidge will punt again. He's had one decent punt, another one not so good. 22 seconds left. Ball at their own 35. Here's the punt from Gullidge. They almost get to it. That one will go down the far sideline and takes that Hokes Bluff roll to the 22-yard line with 11 seconds left. So Oneonta up 14-7. On the number 2 ranked team in 4A football. Last week, Jeremy, we were up 21-7. Really up 14-0 for a little bit into 21-7. I feel kind of let foot off the gas. He said it. He goes, we got a little bit too conservative. See how aggressive they are right here. I formation. Moon is the back. He'll sub in for David Hall. They'll hand off to Colin. Finds a lane and is hit low. Gets up to the 27-yard line, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Jeremy, Skins are up 14-7.
Yeah, I like it.
We'll be right back after this here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL.
Send us to dealer. Financing with approved credit. See dealer for full details.
Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth at the end of the first quarter. Jeremy Hyde. We're up 14-7 on the 2nd-ranked team in 4A football.
Well, and I don't put a lot of stock in those early season rankings because, you don't really know what you've got. So I've been saying that all week. I think Oneonta matches up really well with this team, and it's showing right now.
The team, their height video this week, at the end of it, It said rankings are just crap. That's what they mean. Rankings are just crap.
Well, I'm telling you, that's the way it is, especially this time of year. You shouldn't even have a ranking, I don't think, until halfway through the season.
Football polls. What happened?
Well, I don't know why they even do those.
Except we just have Clemson and Alabama at the top. We know that.
Something to talk about, I guess.
2nd and 5, I formation. Phil is basically copying Hokes Bluff offense. They're going to hand it to Moon. Moon got by that first guy and picks up that Woodman Life. First down up near the 40. They'll put him down at the, near the 35 up to the 34-yard lines where they mark it. But they move the chains.
Now, that's the first time we've seen Colin Moon look like Colin Moon, I think, all year. Last week was his first week back. He was trying to get figuring things out. But that time right there, he looked like the Colin Moon that we saw last year as a freshman and what we were expecting to see this year as a sophomore.
11:45 left here in the second quarter. Up by a touchdown and an extra point. Oneonta back under center. With the I formation, Pinion rolls out to his right. A little bit of pressure, throws it over to McAlpine. And David Elrod is at the age of, maybe 45? He's still got some hop in him.
Got some hop. He needs to work on his hands a little bit. He didn't really Odell Beckham that one or anything like that.
David was a good athlete back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 10. That's the first time with Pinion rolling out to his right, though. That momentum, we saw it against Hayden.
Yeah.
That momentum, it'll carry that ball a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
So 2nd and 10 at their own. They're going to say the 33, actually, is where the drive started. Hodge and Moon are back there. Hodge will go over to the left. 2 receivers this side with us. They'll hand off to Colin Moon. There's a hole up the middle. Colin Moon breaks a tackle near the 50-yard line. It's another Woodman Life first down. A gain of about 13 for the sophomore.
Yeah, that's nice play there. Another big run by Colin Moon. They're just gashing that defense. Again, they're spreading them out a little bit, getting them running room, and the offensive line doing a fantastic job of blocking.
When watching film of last week against White Plains, a very much improved White Plains, we'll see at the end of the year for the last region game. They kind of gashed Hokes Bluff.
Yeah.
Those big ones up front, they get tired easily.
Oh, yeah.
11 minutes left, up 14-7. Skins lead in a timeout. Phil said, hey, give me one right here. It's a Sharp One Investigations timeout. We take it with them. 14-7, 11:01 left here in the second quarter. We'll be right back after this here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. It's in that on that. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth as the bearded, bald-headed man is here. Your cohorts. Jeremy, we're live on the air. They'll flip it off to Riley McGill on the pass. He's got some room up to the 50. Finds a small lane there, Jeremy,
That's
and
good.
they push that
It's a good run.
pile forward up near the 40-yard line. Hello. I'm sweaty too. It's another Woodman Life first down. As they move the chains, Jeremy, on that little forward pass there from Brody Pinion. Helps his stats out.
Oh, absolutely. And it helps McGill's receiving stats out. But great job there, McGill.
So shotgun again. They're going to load up big time on the left side. Moon, there's some blockers. Moon's got it to the 35. Cuts back this way. Woo! Colin Moon just said, I think I'm Barry Sanders. Wow, what a cutback.
I love that move right there. As he looked like he was going to his left and he cut back to his right. And great job there.
It's another Woodman Life first down. And Moon not being the fastest, so you kind of overplay it because you think he's fast.
Yeah.
He's really not. He hit the brakes though pretty quickly and cut back to the right.
Oh, yeah.
Ball at the 30-yard line in Hokes Bluff territory with 10:19 left. Up 14-7, I formation, Pinion. They'll hand off. There's another lane up the middle. Moon breaks a tackle, trying to get to the edge. He does, 20, trying to be brought down from behind. He is down to the 13, maybe the 12-yard line. It's another Woodman Life first down. And that offensive line, they are enjoying every bit of it.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. They match up against these guys. Hokes Bluff's defensive line is way undersized compared to ours. I haven't done any kind of that. They got one guy there in the middle that matches up somewhat to some of these guys, but Wilson, Erwin, McPherson, Peel, missing somebody. They're just smashing on them right now and clearing the way.
They are. It will be first down and 10 from the 12 is where they mark him down. They'll hand it off. Moon up the middle again as he falls forward. to the 5-yard line. A gain of 7 right there for the sophomore.
Yeah, Smallwood, that's who I missed. So,
There you go. That's a guy who got off to a little bit of a rough start this year. Has really stepped up the last few weeks.
Yeah, he was one of those guys. I think that loss against Hayden and some of the things they saw actually helped him. He was one of the ones in that. I think most of them that helped, but he was the one that definitely did.
Timeout, Hokes Bluff. Let's take it with them. Oneonta up 14-7. We'll be right back after this here in the second quarter on Hits 95.3, 94.7, WCRL. M&M's down. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs, Jeremy Hyde. Jeremy, the Skins.
Yeah,
they're knocking.
Yeah,
they're knocking on that door.
Yeah, they are, and doing a great job. This is one heck of a drive out here. It's kind of one of those statement drives so far. So if they can capitalize on it and get it in there and get 7 out of it.
Moon so far 34 yards rushing for the Skins. It'll be second and about 4. They can pick up the first down. They'll hand off David. David spins, avoided the tackle down to the 2. He should be close to that first down. Maybe the 1-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. And it is a Woodman Life first down once again for Oneonta. About the 4th one this drive. So 9:15 left, first and goal, Jeremy, from the 1. I think I know what we may be doing.
Yeah.
Let's hand it off to the running backs.
That's a full 1. That may be on the 2. I can't.
Hard to tell from this.
And they're not putting it on the scoreboard for us.
1-yard line.
Yeah, 1.
David is the back to the left. They'll hand off to David up the middle. Touchdown, Oneonta. 20-7. The Skins have came out and punched the Eagles right in the mouth. David, another touchdown tonight. His second, and I believe his 4th on the season. There are some shocked Eagles fans here tonight. Vargas will kick. Snap, hold, kick, up. That one is good. 21-7, 8:54 left. Second quarter. We'll be right back after this here on Hits 95.3, 94.7, WCRL. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Your team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap is about to happen right after this kick from Eric Vargas. Up 21-7. Vargas will kick it on the far hash. That one looks like it's going to go out of bounds. Takes some roll, and it will. And Hokes Bluff will get some good field position here on this drive with 8:54 left. Your scoring drive recap, Jeremy.
It was a 10-play, 78-yard drive. David Hall took it in for 1 yard out. The point after was good. The Redskins lead 21-7. That was with 8:54 to play. So, with Team Shannon, experience is what sets them apart. With our 30 years of combined experience, we have a solution for every potential issue that may arise. So, give Team Nancy or Shannon a call.
You know, we mentioned point of contact tonight for Hokes Bluff. Point of contact for Oneonta. They're not getting contact on those backs about 5 yards down the field.
Right, yeah. They're getting it right there at scrimmage in the hole. So far so good with Meads. But
Meads so far tonight, 8 carries, 41 yards. Been kind of held in check. Safeties come up, and once again, Gullidge, play action. Wide open over the middle, the tight end. They left him wide open. Number 3, they're trying to drag him down. They finally do across the 50 down, across the 40. They will mark him at the 37-yard line. Tristan Billingsley. Jeremy, I told you about him in pregame. I said, if they're going to throw it, they will go to the tight end a lot, and they left him wide open.
Yeah, he got right behind him. I guess they were just expecting to run so much. They started, right there at the end of right before the play was snapped, they ran up to the line of scrimmage and got burned a little bit.
So Woodman Life first down for Hokes Bluff. 1st and 10 with 8:32 left. It's balls at the 36-yard line in Oneonta territory. I formation. They'll hand off to Meads. And Meads was met. So only picked up a few yards. Is the guy on the play? Keezy Mitchell picked up 3 on the run right there. As Keezy had to have a little bit of help from Bo Ragsdale. So 9 carries, 44 yards on your Darian Meads tracker. Last week, 241 on the ground. Week before, 197 on the ground.
Yeah, that number 150 you mentioned, you may be on something there.
7:55 left. Clock running, second quarter. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the top. A little bit of a high snap. Gulich will have to keep it himself. Gulich has got some speed. He's gone. Down to the 10, the 5. Flag on the play, though. That one is going to be coming back. There's the hold. That's what led to that line.
Yeah.
So bring it on back, Gulich. Thought Oneonta had him contained for a bit, but he's got another gear.
Well, he's a good athlete. You get out there like that with nothing, nobody around him, and that's nice, freshly cut green grass. He's going to score.
So they will put that ball back to the 45-yard line. Meeting of the minds down there with J.D. White and David Elrod Enfield.
That's scary.
If it involves football, it's not scary.
You're right.
Anything else, yes, it's extremely scary. Some really good coaches. I formation, so it's second and about 18-19, and a timeout on Oneonta?
Yeah.
They're going to regroup, and I think it's a good timeout for Oneonta. 7:33 left. We'll be right back after this. Second quarter up 21-7 here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. Welcome back. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. This game brought to you by Offer, Oneonta Foundation for Educational Resources. Jeremy, you know that group right there, they do so much for the education here in Oneonta. Big thanks to them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a great group. Thankless job at times.
Yeah, it is.
We'll thank them right now. Thank you.
7:33 left. Oneonta has came to play. They're up 21-7 over the number 2 ranked team in 4A. I formation. Gulich play action. Drops back. Looking. Throws it up. And it is caught by the tight end, Billingsley. Braden Moore tried to get an interception, couldn't get there in time, as Riley McGill's the one that brings him down. They pick up a good chunk of yards. It'll be third and still about 7, though, for Hokes Bluff. Yeah,
that's the key. If we can get them down another third, hold them here. I think they're too far. I'm not sure they got a field goal kicker that can kick it this deep, but hopefully we can hold them here and see if they can punt or at least go for it on 4th.
I think they would go if it's somewhat manageable. I formation. 2 receivers to the top. Watch for the play action pass. Oop, straight drop. They'll hand it off to Meads. They're going to concede this one. And here comes the defense. It's that sophomore. It's Caden Crittner.
Yeah, Crittner's manhandling his guy down there. And, so far this year, Crittner's kind of, taking up some space and occupied 1 or 2 guys. But then letting these linebackers tee off. Tonight he's just, getting rid of his man, getting him out of the way and making the tackle himself. Doing a great job.
4th down and 10. Meads lost 3. This place is getting kind of loud. 6:20 left. 4th down and 10. What you got in the playbook, Hokes Bluff? Ball at the 36-yard line. Need to get to the 26 in Oneonta territory. Gulich backs pass. Gulich looking. Good coverage deep. Keep him in front of you. Gulich looking. He's going to go back to the other side. Here comes Oneonta defense. Can they get a hold of him? They do for a second. Bo's there. Breaks that tackle. Beck brings him down. Oneonta ball on the ground. And still on the ground. Bo picks it up. And he slides out of bounds. Regardless, it's Oneonta ball. Yeah. And that defense came to play on 4th down.
They did. And I was super impressed that time with the discipline on defense. They got out there. I forgot one player. Meade tried to get a kind of a turn back block on him. Yeah. He was able to avoid that. I was proud of that. But just staying in front of their guy, turning them back, not getting open pursuing and getting them down there for the big loss.
Gulich came up hurts as we have a heat timeout. We take it with him. A sharp 1 investigation timeout. We'll be right back after this. As we're up 21-7, Oneonta leads with 5:53 left second quarter here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL.
For FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs, Jeremy Hyde. 5:53 left. What a great defensive stand, Jeremy Hyde, from the Oneonta defense.
It was at a time, that was another crucial drive. The way with the 14-point lead, we were able to hold them and got into the Oneonta territory. And the big penalty was huge. Yeah. But then the defensive play was even huger.
5:53 left. I hear Chris laughing on that one.
I thought he'd like that one.
McGill in motion. They hand off to David Hall. David picked up a few yards. Give him 2 on the run right there. So far, 90 yards tonight for the senior running back, up 21-7. And Jeremy, what's leading to those great running lanes since you're the former lineman?
You know, they're just again, they're spread out a little bit. They got a little bit wider, splits, but they're just doing a great job getting off the ball and getting these guys turned. That's all there is to it. They're blocking.
2nd and 8. Pinion rolls out, looking. Got McAlpine up to near the 50-yard line. Hit. He should have that Woodman Life first down. They're going to give it to him. They move the chains as McAlpine. Get that neck rolled out there.
Yeah, took a shot to the head as he was kind of in an awkward position, but I think it was his neck more than his head. So
hopefully he's not like his dad. I think he's all right. 5:19 left, up 21-7 on top of Hokes Bluff. McAlpine this time to the far side of the field. McGill near side with us. Hall is the back. They will hand off to David Hall. David trying to get out to the far side. He does. He's got a little bit of a block. David bounces off. Across the 40, 30, 20, 15. One guy to beat. Give him his 3rd touchdown, and a flag. I think it's going to be blocking the back. It was right in front of the ref, Riley McGill. But from right now, it's a 50-yard touchdown from David Hall. Will it stand? Here's the call. Yep, blocking the back. It's going to be on Riley McGill. Would have been a touchdown without it. And the Bluebirds are not happy, so they will come back. What a huge run. Let's go back to David Hall, though. What a phenomenal run. Saw the vision, had to get outside, and just bounced off the tacklers.
Oh, yeah. Just great job there. That block was behind the play. It was
no need for it.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like that's what made the play as the Hokes Bluff penalty did a few plays earlier.
But Oneonta still picks up the Woodman Life first down.
Yeah, still a big gain. It's a spot foul. So Moon fresh. He's coming in there. See if he can slice and dice his way to the end zone.
23-yard line in Hokes Bluff territory. What a night for Mr. David Hall so far. 5:07 left. Pinion hands off to Moon. Moon, there's some room again. Cuts back middle and a flag on the play. Coming from the back, Judge. It was the head ref. It's a hold. Back-to-back plays with penalties. And the fans not happy. They will mark that one off. Is that chicken good?
I hadn't had the chicken yet.
Oh, French fries are good then, right?
The one I've had is pretty good.
They're going to put it back to the 29-yard line. Really, actually the 30. If you're just joining us, 21-7. Oneonta leads the number 2 ranked team in 4A football. That defense of J.D. Whited has came to play again tonight. And that offense behind that offensive line playing phenomenal. Moon the back. 2 receivers to the right. You've got Connor Faust in there along with McAlpine. They roll out this way. Fires it, almost intercepted as number 15 on the play. Trent Dooley, the junior, at 5'9". They love going to that little curl route with McAlpine on the sideline. That time Dooley read it.
Yeah, that was
lucky.
Brody would probably like to have that one back, but luckily didn't catch it. But that was one he just kind of telegraphed and watched him.
4:37 left, 2nd and long. If you decided to stay home tonight and listen, may have been a good choice by you because it is hot and muggy up here. And a timeout. Phil Phillips, we take it with him. It's a Sharp One Investigations timeout. You're listening to Oneonta football up 21-7 here on the Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. 21-7. Oneonta leads on top of Hokes Bluff right now. This game brought to you by the Oneonta Foundation for Educational Resources. What a phenomenal job that they do for the Oneonta City Schools. Be sure to check out the new Oneonta Redskin Athletic website, redskinathletics.com. Find stats, rosters, pictures, schedules of all the sports here at Oneonta. defender stands on the 25-yard line by himself. Second and long, Pinion, play action. Got to hurry, rolls out to the right, gets it out to the screen to David Hall. David spins. Mets and another flag, the third straight flag. That one from the side refs,
Maybe it was targeting.
I don't know. The head ref's going to talk with one of the other ones who didn't throw the flag. They got up to the 19-yard line. A good gain. Here comes the ref. Here's the call. No flag. There we go. Let's give a round of applause to the referees. Picking that one up. I guess he was thinking that it would have been another one. And another timeout. Let's keep it here on this one. Sorry, Jeremy.
It's all right. My chicken needs to cool anyway.
Was it really hot?
Yes, it was 1,000 degrees.
Like it is up here. Don't forget Jeremy and Jeremy Morning Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 8 a.m. on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. And while there's a lot of people listening tonight, we are moving the Alpine Advertising and the radio station. So the shows are going to go on a little bit of a hiatus. Let me be clear. The shows will come back. We are not canceling the morning show. We are not canceling Schwab Shop. And we are not canceling the Sunday morning preaching. It will come back. But as you know, when you get ready to move to a new home, you got to get it prepared. You got to build it and all that. Like when you get ready to go to heaven, you got to prepare your heart for Jesus. You got to get it right. That's all we're doing. We're just having to prepare. So on the 29th of this month, that'll be the last Sunday morning service that you'll hear in-house with at the studio. For the morning shows, the last one will be the 27th of this month. So just be aware of those changes. We'll be back, though, hopefully pretty quickly. Jeremy, it means you get to sleep in.
A little bit. I got out there and hoe my garden a little bit earlier instead of doing it in the evening.
3rd and 7 at the 19-yard line. 4:29 left, up 21-7. Pinion rolls out to his right. Pinion looking. Got to find somebody. Nobody's there. He will run it and get up to the 15-yard line. And they're well in field goal range. And I think we may see Vargas right here as Pinion gets up a little bit gingerly. He's all right. So ball's at the 15. You're looking at a 32-yard field goal. I asked Vargas his max on his first kick, well stretched. You're looking at 45 yards easily.
Yeah.
So we're well in the range right here of Eric Vargas, the senior kicker. Pinion will hold as it'll be on the right hash with 4:20 left as Greer Phillips makes his way to the back of the end zone, or behind the end zone. He'll get the football. Snap, hold, kick. That one up, and that one would have been good from about 55 probably. 24-7, Oneonta leads. We'll take a break. We'll come back with 4:16 left, second quarter. You're listening on Hits 95.3, 94.7, WCRL. Welcome back in. Your Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap as Oneonta leads it.
It was a 5 or 6 play. I don't know. All those penalties threw me off. 61-yard drive. Eric Vargas with a field goal from 32 yards out, and Oneonta's up 24-7 with 4:16 to play in the second quarter.
That sounds like a dog with peanut butter on the roof.
Sorry.
Meads will be back at his own 10 up to the 15, 20, 25. Breaks the tackles by Ragsdale. Chases him down along with Eli Buse. And Hokes Bluff, they trail by 17, Jeremy, as the Oneonta defense. That first drive, they gave up a couple of good-sized runs. You had the one big pass play. They scored. After that, this defense has came to play.
Absolutely, yeah. That first drive, get that out of the way, swap touchdowns, and then it's been a tough defensive struggle. It's been tough getting any yardage on this defense.
Point of contact. They're getting in the backfield. 1st and 10. At the 34-yard line, shotgun for Golich. High snap, they hand off to Meads. Crittner got a hand on him, and here comes, I believe, that was a freshman. That was Mr. Handley that took him down by himself.
Yeah, Handley's a handful. out there. But yeah, good job by Crittner. He didn't make the tackle, but he turned him in. Meads did a complete 180 when he saw Crittner standing there, squatted down on him. So great job there again by the defense on first down. I think they're figuring out, Meads is not going to be their number one answer, and they're trying to try other things. It's just so far not working out.
No. They're going to hand it off to Meads again. Meads taken down by Luke Hodge and Bo Ragsdale. It'll be 3rd, and we'll say 3, maybe 2 for Hokes Bluff with 3:15 left. And I say it every week. The second half, we get the ball.
Yeah. Meads seems to have shaken off whatever was bothering him, though. He's getting a little stronger. He's looking more like what we expected him to look like.
3rd and 2. High formation. They hand off to Meads. Meads hitting the backfield. They took him down. That Oneonta defense, Keezy Mitchell, the senior, comes up, flexing just a bit, and it'll be 4th down.
And they're just not able to block these guys up front, and just they're not able to create any kind of running lane consistently.
4th down and 2, and I think they're going to go for it. They are. They're going to go for it. This is a huge call right here, Jeremy, with 2.5 left. 4th and 2 on their own side of the field. See, do they draw them off? They're going to go. Snap it. They hand it off Meads. No, Keezy Mitchell, the defense. They have came to play tonight, and they shut them down. Will Robertson there as well. Will just got laid out by Caven Hill.
Yeah, Will needs a few more rocks in his pocket if he's going to take on Hill like that. But that time he took on Meads and big hit there and came up strong.
That defensive line and those linebackers, they are filthy tonight.
That was good. That was good stuff right there.
So Oneonta, with 2:17 left, they take over at the 43-yard line in really good field position to maybe possibly go up by several touchdowns. They'll flip it off to Riley McGill. Riley trying to find a lane. He does. He is hit, and a flag on the play. Where that's at, that usually means holding, and Riley McGill's helmet comes off. He's in some pain as he tries to get back up, and he does.
That was a big hit on McGill there, head-to-head. Big lift.
Here's the call. It'll be a hold. No surprise. It's been the call really all night. It's been on Oneonta.
They've been coming on that left side, so I don't know if it's a receiver out there, or if it's one of the linemen getting out and getting their hands full of something, and somebody's looking at. But it's on that Hokes Bluff side, and that tells me possibly something Hokes Bluff's been working on those officials about watching, and whatever it is, they're gonna have to figure it out and get it worked out.
So now 1st and 20, back at their own 46-yard line. They got a long way to go with 2:05 left. And Oneonta may be almost content just running this clock out and taking it up 24-7. They'll put Hodge in motion. Pinion. 3-step drop. Pinion, plenty of time. Takes a shot deep up to McAlpine. He got by the secondary. Up. Incomplete. Incomplete. It did hit the ground. He tried.
I love the way
he tried.
He looked at him like, did you see that? Did you see that ball hit the ground?
He got by the secondary right there. And I love that when they do take those shots. Try to stretch that defense out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
2nd and 20 now. Good job by McAlpine. Makes that Hokes Bluff secondary respect him a little bit more.
That was half a step away from being complete, too.
And Pinion, plenty of time.
Oh, yeah.
So now, 2nd and 20 at their own 46-yard line. They're going to say 2nd and 22 on the scoreboard. They finally have updated it. Will Robertson's in there. Faust in motion. Hand off Hall. And there was really nothing.
It's a little different. Oneonta going with an unbalanced line. Only one defensive lineman on the left side. Tight end coming in there and having 2 tackles out here on the right.
Billingsley for number 3 for Hokes Bluff comes up limping. So 3rd down with 1:25 left. Let's see if Phil kind of concedes this and goes with an easy.
Yeah. I don't think he was going to, but
on the first play, no.
Yeah. Well, even the second play.
Oh yeah, the second play
shot down.
Yeah. 3rd and long. Running some clock down to 3. They'll take the snap, hand it off to David Hall. David gets some of those yardage back up to the 46-yard line, across the 50 with under a minute left. See if, I don't know if Hokes Bluff's got a timeout left or not. See what I think. They'll let it run. They may be out of timeouts. Ball's at the 46-yard line. Bo will punt. They'll have to take one more snap. And I think Hokes Bluff may be content just going to the locker room. Gulledge is back at his own 17-yard line. What a first half for Oneonta. Down to 6, down to 5, 4, 3, 2. Will they get the snap off? No. Are they wanting to get more room, or I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to back it up 5 yards to give Bo, I guess, more room to punt it. Oneonta, that'll be their 5th penalty of the night for 45 yards. Hokes Bluff with just 1. 17 seconds left. Actually, I think Bill was just letting the clock run down all the way. 4th and 13. Bo will punt. Almost offsides. They're going to come after it. Good punt from Bo. Directional toward the sideline. Takes one bounce. They'll pick it up. Gulledge got to get him, and they do. They take him down. At the 14 with 5 seconds left. 24-7. Oneonta leads over the number 2 ranked team in 4A football. 24-7. And so far, the Oneonta offense has came, and the defense has came to play. And they're going to go under center with the quarterback kneel right here. Here's the snap. They'll take the knee, and Jeremy, Oneonta goes to the locker room, up 24-7. They are rolling on offense and defense.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of adjustments both teams make here, but I think Oneonta's going to, work out these holding and kinks. Other than that, pretty lights out football.
Yeah, it really has been. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll have first half stats for you. As is the Oneonta Marching Band and Hokes Bluff Marching Band. We'll hear from them as well. 24-7, Oneonta leads over Hokes Bluff. We'll be right back after this here on Hits 95.3, 94.7, WCRL.
opponents to be prepared for the downfall of the king. The OHS color guard is featured in the song, Be Prepared.
And I get maybe even not. I guess you get free refills, but or a $1 refill. But I know after next week, I know they're $1 for a tea.
Yeah,
full of tea.
So that's a phenomenal deal. So and it supports the Booster Club and the athletic department. So if you get a chance, see one of the Booster Club members. They can help you out. And we'll try to get a link and on the websites on redskinathletics.com. It's where you can find scores, you can find recaps of the games, interviews. The Redskin Rewind's on there, as we have interviews with players and coaches from football. We'll have cross country on this upcoming weeks with Redskin Rewind. And, of course, we'll also hear from Alex Strickland. I told her I was never going to mention volleyball again because she has ignored me. And I'm going to say it on the air. She has ignored me this past week. Second half, we are underway. We'll get your Charlie B's keys to the second half here in a second. McAlpine at 10, 15, trying to get to the 20. He does. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and McAlpine is driven out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Oneonta takes over your Charlie B's keys to the second half victory. They're halfway to it.
I think just keep doing what they're doing on defense. Offensively, get away from the penalties. I'm not sure what was going on over there on that side. They seem to be all on the same side, but I'm not sure if it's the same culprit every time. Get away from that, and if we can open up the passing game just a little bit, this thing will get kind of ugly, I think.
24-7.
Ugly in a good way.
Yes. David Hall is the back. He had 125 yards rushing first half. McGill's in motion. They hand off to David. David hit in the backfield. Stays on his feet. No. Oh, I don't know about that. If there was ever a blown call, that was one right there. Wow.
Again, Oneonta out there with that unbalanced line. If they've been doing that previously, I haven't paid attention. I noticed it in the second quarter. So basically, out there with one guard and then a tight end inside. So
man,
now they're back out with a balanced line.
Yeah, they go.
2 guards, 2 tackles.
Hodge is the back, and ball on the ground. Brody will fall on it. And Oneonta doesn't go under center that much. And with it being so humid tonight, there's been a little bit of moisture on the ball.
Yeah.
Don't say it. So 3rd and long now. Back at their own 22. Not a good first 2 plays for Oneonta. Really, one of them was not a good play. The other one shouldn't have been called dead. 10:49, clock running, 24-9, third quarter. Here in the opening couple minutes. Hodge back this side with us. Pinion drops back to pass, pump fakes, goes around, got to avoid that sack, and he goes down. We didn't need that to begin the second half, and they will be forced to punt.
So we went tackle for a loss. Bad snap, sack. Could you draw it up any worse?
I could, but it would involve them getting the ball back. Right. But that's the second worst way to start the second half. 10-10 left. Bo will be standing at his 1-yard line. A couple guys back for Hokes Bluff. You'll have Golage and then number 21, Mikael Mooningham. Here's the punt from Bo. Bo, a good punt. Splits the guys almost in the back to the 50. 45, Golage. McAlpine trying to get a hold of him. Bo brings him down finally. And they're going to have some amazing field position, their best field position of the night, up to the 20-yard line, Jeremy.
Yeah, that was, we set them up. We had a terrible drive. And then a relatively short punt with a great return there. And Gullidge, we know he's a speedster, got out to that outside. And luckily, Ragsdale was able to get him down inside, or at the own 20, or at the Oneonta 20, excuse me.
Darian Meads, just 47 yards rushing in the first half. They go under center. 9:45 left. Gullidge will hand off to Meads. Meads got by the first contact, breaks the tackle right at the middle there. He goes into the end zone, touchdown from 20 yards out. Not a great way to start the second half.
No.
So on his 15th carry of the night, picks up for 20, his longest run of the night. And they're down by 11 now.
Yeah. Came out super flat offensively and then just carried over to the defense. Everybody's looking like they just lost a puppy out there.
24-13. Set to kick, it will be number 81, Jaden Burns, who is just an 8th grader. There's snap, the hold. David got it there and blocked it. David went up and blocked it. Second block of the year for him on extra points. 24-13 with 9:37 left. We'll be back here in the third quarter on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. Welcome back in your Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. 24-13, your Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
Yeah, it was a one-play, 20-yard drive. It was Darian Meads from 20 yards out running it in. The point after was blocked. Oneonta still leads 24-13 with 9:37 to play in the third.
McAlpine at his own 11 gets up to the 15. There's a hole right at the middle of the field. McAlpine gets by a couple of them, and they're going to start out with good field position up to the 36-yard line for Oneonta. 9:29 left, 24-13. Hey, Team Nancy and Shannon, they're my realtors. They should be your realtors as well, as we have a child up in the press box. The oldest of the three hides. I've been impressed. She hasn't been asking for money.
I know. I just offered her something. She shook her head, shook it off. So.
Hey, take it and go. 9:29 left. It'll be 1st and 10. Oneonta at their own 36-yard line. Need to have a good drive right here. Up by 11. Hodge in motion. See if they can get David Hall going. Pinion, he'll just keep it himself on the design run. Spin, trying to break that tackle. Picks up 2 yards on the run. If he breaks that tackle, he probably gets another 5 yards.
Yeah. It's not that was a very popular play call the last 2 years.
Yes.
Especially last year.
With Tavares.
Yeah. This year hasn't been as popular. Hey, a couple-yard gain. Keep him honest.
Yeah. Got to respect Mr. Pinion. So 2nd and 8. 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. Up 24-13. Oneonta over Hokes Bluff. They show pressure on the top side. They will bring a delayed blitz, throws it over the middle, incomplete. It was tipped by number 7, William Clemens, the 6'2 junior. Just got a hand on it, and if he didn't, Eli Buse is going to be there for the reception.
Yeah, Buse I guess he just gave up on that one. He didn't think he could get his hands on it, so he just ran on through.
Brody 6 of 9 in the first half for 72 yards, and it's 3rd and 7. Oneonta 0 for 4 on third downs. They have struggled this year, 25% on third down conversions. Need to get up to the 46-yard line. 3rd and 8. Pinion hands off to David Hall. David met, and he's going to lose a yard. And it will be 4th down, and the Oneonta offense, back-to-back drives, they go 3 and out.
Yeah, Hokes Bluff defense, key adjustments at halftime. I don't know what they've done differently, if it's personnel or just tactics, but it's a different defensive team than we saw in the first half.
8:24 clock running here in the third quarter. It's 4th down. I'm going to say 4th and 8. Ragsdale to punt. Gullidge and Mooningham are back. Plenty of time for both. That's a high punt. Mooningham goes back. It'll take an Oneonta bounce inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line, down to the 4. And Bo Ragsdale, we've been waiting on it all year, just boomed the punt.
That was a nice one right there. That was key. It wasn't very pretty, but watching it bounce down the field was a sight to behold.
That's honestly about a 60-yard punt for Bo Ragsdale, the junior. I feel like we've seen him for, 7 years now?
Yeah.
So, 1st and 10 for Hokes Bluff at their own 4-yard line. Now this is where the defense has got to get a stop.
Oh, yeah. This is crucial here.
24-13. Meads will stand in his own end zone. Let's see if they bring some pressure. They'll flip it off this side to Meads. And he'll pick up a couple of yards, just 2, as the linebackers of Bo Ragsdale and David Hall there crashed in on him.
Yeah. Meads you just tell he's just a different kind of player, Not getting a lot of looks from D1 guys this year.
Shocked.
But yeah, so I read a good article about that, how the lack of interest from him, but they're coming. And the coach there at Hokes Bluff says he's being overlooked, but he's a very good running back.
2nd and 7. I formation again. That defensive line needs to get some push. They'll flip it off to the other side to Meads. Meads met by Bo Ragsdale. Gets up to the 10-yard line, a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd and short, where Hokes Bluff's yet to convert on a 3rd down.
Be good right here to have somebody sneaked in the backfield there and trip Meads or whoever else up. Big loss, make a punt deep in their own end zone.
3rd and 3. They are 0 for 5 on 3rd downs, and there's 6:55 left. Up 24-13, 3rd quarter. Big 3rd down conversion right here. They're going to go shotgun with 2 backs, 1 to each side. Safeties come up, a little bit of a high snap. Meads will get it. Far side, he's going to be close. Real close, Jeremy, and I think he's going to be short by a yard. Ooh, 4th down, and you got a big back in Darian Meads. Do you try to go for it here?
Man, I don't know. This deep in your own territory, I think that would be, at this point in the game, I don't know that it's that urgent for Hokes Bluff to do that. But, hey, sometimes you got to take a risk. You're going to get in a game when you're down like this, 24-13.
Big 4th down. They're going to go for it. Wow. I formation, 4th and 1 from their own 13-yard line.
Don't jump off sides.
Need a stop right here. They'll sneak it. They get to put the late push by Oneonta means no, but I think the side judge may give it to him. As Beck comes up holding his hand, and they gave him the 1st down. It would have been live 1st down right there.
It's a pretty bad spot. I mean, let's just call it like it is.
Spade to spade. So they move the chains. It'll be a Woodman life 1st down. It's a gutsy call from Coach Rob. Shotgun. Meads and Burke are the backs. Back to pass. Skolage slant. That one tipped near the line, and McAlpine almost got his hands underneath that one. Buse is the one that tipped it. So 2nd and 10. We haven't seen many completions tonight. The one we did was a huge one down the field, and a heat timeout. We take it with them. It's a sharp 1 investigation timeout. Up 24-13. Oneonta leads. Here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. Welcome back in. The defense telling the fans to get loud, and Jeremy, they're getting loud. It's 2nd and 10 when they come back out on the field at their own 14-yard line. It's 24-13. The Skins lead on top of Hokes Bluff right now.
Yeah, even though they got that 1st down, that was a great, 4 plays, keeping them from getting, too far down the field and getting out of that hole they're in. So still down there. Just got to stop them here and give them 3 downs.
2nd and 10. Like I said, at their own 14-yard line for Hokes Bluff. Under center is Golage. They put the man back in motion this side. Meads is the back. They will.
Oh, yeah, that's a 5er.
That's a false start. It's a handy little flag, Jeremy.
Yeah, it was.
If you don't mind me saying that.
That was handy.
Back it up 5. There it is. False start.
Was it Arena or the Canadian League where they get a little bit of run and go, right? Oh, that's Arena too, I guess. They can go in motion.
Both of them.
Yeah, and then turn toward the line of scrimmage.
I'm not a big fan of that.
Nah.
Do it the American way. 24-13, 5:42 left, 3rd quarter. Oneonta on top. Student section, you have one guy really trying to get the crowd going. He's fired up. 2 receiver shotgun. Golage back to pass. Golage slant over the middle, incomplete. Just out in front. 2nd time they've went with that slant. They try to get it to the guy who's really a tight end at 6'2", 215, Tristan Billingsley.
We've talked about him a lot. He's a really good player. He's hurt us at times tonight.
3rd down. 3rd and 15. That 5-yard penalty a second ago. Huge. Robertson is out on the field telling one of his players, and they're going to throw a flag on Rob. The 24-year-old veteran just picked up the flag. And he is chewing out the ref. I don't know why. We'll take it. Be half the distance, so it'll be at the 4-yard line. Sideline warning. Will they back it up? It is just a warning, so they won't back it up. The way he was getting after the ref.
I think he was trying to tell him there was a injured player
Possibly. 3rd and 15. Got to get off the field right here. 24-13 Meads, the back in I formation. Gulledge, they will hand off to Meads up the middle. He'll get a couple of yards, but Jeremy, once again, the defensive line and those linebackers, they close in really quick.
They do. Once they decide it's a run, they all sell out and really crowd the line of scrimmage. You saw the safety come up that time. Everybody was ready for it. So
4th down. They won't go for it this time. 0 for 6 tonight. 0 for 11 combined by both teams.
A good time for 1-3 to. I'd come after this one. I mean, I'd send them all. That'd flip this whole stadium on its head right now.
It would. Gulledge will punt. Will they come after it? A little bit of a push. Kesey almost got back there. Short punt. It'll take that Hokes Bluff roll, but it'll be right up to the 49-yard line in Hokes Bluff territory. My math is correct. That's a 36-yard punt for Hokes Bluff and Ashton Gulledge. And Oneonta takes over 1st and 10 with 4:48 left, up 24-13. And Jeremy, the last couple drives for Oneonta, that offensive line hasn't really got much of a push.
No, I don't know what's going on. But I think this is the drive. They're going to get back to the way they were in the first half, hopefully.
3 receivers to the top side. They'll bring one of them back this way in Luke Hodge. Put up a high snap. Pinion will just keep it himself. Pinion's got some room. He's up to the 40. Pushed out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Wow.
I like that. So Coach Phillips is seeing something a little different. He's seeing something that he likes, and I think I like it myself. Now 1st down there on 1st down.
Woodman Life. Brought to you by Chris Neesmith and Joey Bailey. First time we mentioned their names tonight. Give them a call.
Well, this is an offense that kind of thrives on a running quarterback. So, Phil, maybe just saying, hey, we need a running quarterback, and I think you can handle it. He's doing a good job.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll hand off to Moon. Moon looking for something there. Cuts back the other side. Cuts back this way again. Breaks the tackle. Still going. He will not go down to the 20-yard line. The 19. It's a 16-yard gain. That's a Woodman Life 1st down in that offensive line. Finally created enough of a lane for Moon. The rest of the way, it was Moon just backing his way up.
Yeah, that's good. Big Aragorn out there. Number 78, 6'1", 365. Out there, downfield blocking. They stayed with his guy. Did a great job there.
4:20 left. 3rd quarter, up by 11. Crucial drive for the Skins right here as they lead by 11.
Unbalanced line back again to the left. See what they call.
McGill in motion. They'll hand off to Moon. Moon lowers the shoulder, picks up a few yards, gets up to the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 with 4 minutes left. 3rd quarter. And that Oneonta running game has been strong tonight with about 225 yards.
I love the way Moon. He's not a downhill runner, but he's that move to his immediate right or left is something that you can't really teach or coach. It's just something he's just got. Of course, his dad was more of a downhill guy.
24-13. Pinion back to pass. Pinion looking, throws it up over to Eli Buse. Incomplete. Good coverage right there from the quarterback, Ashton Gulledge. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, these quarterbacks, they always make great secondary players. And again, he kind of knew what was going on and did a great job there. Luckily for Oneonta, didn't get the interception.
I think right here we may see a run and kind of set up that field goal. And if you luck up and get a 1st down, then great. Moon the back. Ooh, almost offsides by Hokes Bluff. 3rd and 8 at the 18. Need to get to the 10. Pinion, play action. Throws it over to Luke Hodge. He's open. Gets to the 15. Gets to the 10. Taken out of bounds. And that's another Woodman Life 1st down. Phil goes back in that playbook, Jeremy. And gets one out and says, hey, here's the 1st down.
Well, with Hodge, the defensive play is coming natural to Hodge. The offensive play, he is starting to figure out his role and how to move his body and get those catches. Because every time he's catching the ball, it's in that same kind of over-the-shoulder type run out of the backfield, kind of going at will or out into the flat there. So he's starting to come into his own there, and he's a big guy. He's really tough to bring down.
1st and goal to 5. Hall's in. They give it to Hall right at the middle. Hall breaks a tackle. He tries to get in. We wait for the call. He'll be at the 1. Ooh, a 4-yard gain from David Hall. It'll be 2nd and goal. This is a monumental moment in this game. Up 24-13. The clock running down here in the third with 3 minutes left. David trying to get, I believe it would be his third rushing touchdown of the night. I think it would be.
So.
They're letting that clock run down. Phil's fine with it. Here they go, down to 9, down to 8. Bowes the H-back along with Luke Hodge. A little bit of a high snap. They hand off to David. Breaks that tackle. Lowers the shoulder. We wait for the call. He's going to be down at the goal line. Ooh. And I think it's the right call, down at the goal line. That high snap, got to get that down a little bit. If they would have been a touchdown. So 3rd and goal.
Showing Susan we're up 24-6 over Plainview in the 4th quarter now. Victor Christian's taking the lead from Appalachians 20-19 in the 3rd. Still no score from Hayden Russellville. Fultondale up on Pennington 14-0.
3rd and goal. 2:13 left. As the play comes in, Bo Ragsdale, Luke Hodge, the H-backs. To the right of Pinion. Hall is the back. They will hand off David up the middle this time. 3rd time's the charm. 3rd touchdown of the night. And Oneonta extends the lead 30-13 with 2 minutes left.
What a drive. What a drive.
First 2 drives of the second half, no good. So the 3rd time is a charm on the 3rd drive. 3rd touchdown of the night.
Hall needs some fluids. Get that boy some water. Some pickle juice. Some mustard. Give him some mustard.
Bananas. We have an injured Eagle down on the field. It's going to be number 7, William Clemens. The junior is down at the goal line. Probably because David ran over him. 30-13, Jeremy. The Skins lead in the 3rd quarter as Clemens gets up. He will walk off gingerly. What a night so far. We still got a good bit of game left, though.
That's a physical game. This is the most physical game I've seen Oneonta play this year. They've really been playing hard out there.
And we're not going to get a break after this extra point. I want to tell a quick story. Is Vargas will kick. Pinion will hold here in the 3rd quarter. Pinion down on one knee. Vargas will take his steps back. Actually, we will take a break after this one. Here's the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, up. That one is really ugly and no good. 30-13. Skins lead. 3rd quarter, 2 minutes left. We'll be back after this. Here on Hits 95.3, 94.7, WCRL. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. 30-13. The Skins lead. Your team, Nancy and Shannon, scoring drive recap.
That was a 6-play drive, 49 yards out. David Hall took it in from 1 yard out. The point after did fail, and Oneonta leads 30-13 with 2 minutes to play in the 3rd.
Directional kick down the sideline. That one goes out of bounds for the 2nd straight kick, and Phil holds up his hands. Not particularly happy. All right, that flag will be for it going out of bounds. So yesterday the team heard from the Boyd twins, who were a part of the 2013 state championship team here at Oneonta. They talked about that toughness and bringing it every day, even in practice. Even if you play on the scout team, you've got to bring it.
Right.
Phil told them, look, you've heard it from former players because you hear us harp about it day in, day out at practice. Now you're hearing it from a different voice. Maybe you'll believe it. Phil said to the team, this is going to be one of the toughest games, hardest hitting games you're going to have tonight. And Oneonta's answered.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, so far so good.
315 yards of total offense tonight, 229 by our count on the ground. Vargas will kick again. They're going to back it up 5 yards. Meads and I believe that's Mooningham. They are back. Of course, this game brought to you by the Oneonta Foundation for Educational Resources. Vargas, here's the kick. That one straight down the middle. Takes one bounce, gets by him. Down to the 10, the 5 don't go into the end zone. He'll pick it up inside the end zone. Ooh. Man, if he hadn't went back into the end zone, we're probably looking at the 5-yard line. And Oneonta turns out all right with him.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what have you seen tonight from that Oneonta defense?
Heart, grit, physicality, tenacity. a little scrappy. I've seen some guys step up tonight that we haven't seen a lot out of so far this year. Calling some new names out. They've been out there playing, but they're definitely making a different contribution tonight.
1st and 10, up 30-13 with 2 minutes left, third quarter. Safeties come up again. They'll roll out to the right with Golich. He's looking. David Hall's going to be in his face. They'll get it complete as Braden Moore tackles him. Was he out of bounds when he caught it? David Hall saying no, he's out of bounds. And they're going to say it's only a gain of about 0. They're going to say incomplete. No, correction. It's a gain of about 5. David and Will Robertson were saying he was out of bounds. So 2nd and 5. Up 30-13 with 1:47 left. Ball at the 25-yard line. That defensive line shifts. They'll hand off to Meade, who runs into one of his linemen. And here comes the Nope, I take that back. Here comes Mr. Defensive Player of the Year last year, Bo Ragsdale. Solo tackle.
Yeah. Nice job there. I'll tell you what, Meade's having a hard time. Sometimes he hits the hole so hard, there's no hole there, and he runs in the back of somebody. We've seen that a lot tonight where he run into somebody. So, and he's down.
20 carries, 88 yards for the young man, and is he down?
Yeah, he's cramping up. He's wanting that ref.
He wants the ref to stretch his leg out.
Yeah.
We'll keep it here, 3rd and 5. Jeremy, next week we're on the road. You know where we're going?
Oh, let's see. Next week we're going to. Hang on, let me think about this one. I should know this. I've been up since about 4:30 this morning. So
my alma mater's.
Oh yeah, that's right, Asheville. Yeah,
and it's we homecoming next week for Asheville, and then the week after that, we'll just leave that team unnamed, as we'll see them in week 5 for the big rivalry game. What a night so far! As Beads will take his time getting to the sideline. And a big 3rd down conversion right here. 0 for 6, Jeremy. 0 for 6 as the big boat horn goes off and the fans they get a little bit chatty.
Meade's a special player, but you can only ride a horse so much. And we've seen him go down twice tonight. He's battled turf toe. That's kind of an overuse injury. So you got to give the guy a break every now and then.
Tucker Griffin is the back eye formation. That defensive line shifts again. Safety's playing up. They're loading that box. Rolls out this way. Gullidge looking for some room here. Could they come? Keezy Mitchell with a solo tackle. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, if David Hall didn't get him, and maybe I'm sure the other one was, but Mitchell brought him down.
4th and about 2, and they're going to more than likely punt. They will. With 40 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Gullidge will be back to punt. Oneonta's saying, no, we don't believe you. They're going to play it safe as everybody gets their guy. Down to 20 seconds left, 5 on the play clock. Here's the snap, a little bit low. Gullidge will punt it. It's a high punt. It's going to hit at the 46-yard line and stops at the 50. Looking like our wedge shot right there. Takes a little bit of a bounce back, Jeremy. And Oneonta with 9 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They lead 30-13.
I like this field position. I tell you what, Oneonta's playing with some real toughness and some pride right now. And it's about to be the 4th quarter.
It's about to be my favorite part.
Yeah.
Basket case. The band's starting to get prepared for that. Pinion will hand off to David on the 1st down run. Up to the 45, and he taken down pretty strong by the corner as David may be cramping as he gets to the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 for David Hall. And Jeremy Hyde, 4 fingers go up.
Yeah.
12 minutes left. Basket case, fired up band. We'll take a break. Up 30-13. Oneonta leads it. We'll be right back after this here on the main station. Welcome back, fourth quarter. Basket case in the background. 12 minutes left, Jeremy. Skins 30, Eagles 13. The number 2 ranked team in 4A is officially on upset alert now.
Yeah, I would say so. It's okay to call it that now. Great game there. Susan Moore still up, 24-6 over Plainview. Russellville 41, Hayden 13 in the third quarter. Finally got a score there.
What's the score of that again?
41-13 Russellville right now.
So there's the run to the right, and it's another Woodman Life first down as Colin Moon, as his dad stands up and claps. The sheriff of Blount County, Chris Neesmith, Joey Bailey, thank you for that first down as they move it up to the 38-yard line in Hokes Bluff territory.
Appalachian's gone back on top over Victory Christian, 27-20 in the fourth quarter. Fultondale over Pennington, 14-0 in the third last score.
Moon the back to the right. Luke Hodge the H-back. Pinion will hand off. Coming back this way, breaks a tackle. Colin up to the 35, breaks that tackle near the 30-yard line. Finally taken down by the jersey.
Horse collar.
And Moon is fired up.
Oh, he was going to call it, he didn't.
Ooh, and Phil Phillips wanting it.
Yeah.
But most important thing, it is not a Woodman Life first down. It's 1 yard short. Up to the 28.
He reached into his belt to pull the flag and just didn't. So, Locust Fork down with 7 right now in the third, 28-21 under East Lawrence. Ohatchee up 44-7 over Cleveland in the third.
11 minutes left. 1 minute into the fourth quarter, up 30-13. Oneonta leads. One Eagle running off the field for his life. 2 receivers this side with us. They put McGill in motion. They'll hand off to Moon. Moon, there's some blocks up to the 25, to the 20, pushed out of bounds. Ooh, Moon was about to high step that one to the end zone down to the 16-yard line. Give it to me. That's a Woodman Life first down.
Yeah, I mean, this line is taking over this game right now, and of course Moon and David Hall, depending on whoever's in there at the time, they're doing a great job. But Moon's kind of having its way right now because his line's doing such a great job.
Keep feeding it. Keep feeding it. 10:42 left, fourth quarter. Up 30-13. Up by 17. Moon is still the back. They'll hand it off to Moon. Moon, there's a hole, middle of the field. 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Oneonta. Put the nail in the coffin. You can start pounding away at it. The Skins, 36-13. And we have an injured Eagle as Colin Moon ran right over him. He ran like his dad on that one.
Yeah, that was a good-looking play there. I just saw Caven Hill with a big block there on that left side. Wide open.
How many yards was that?
17.
17-yard run for the sophomore. Snap, hold, kick, that one. Vargas made sure that one was going to go in. That's a good one. 37-13. We'll be right back after this here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. It's about to bubble out of the pots. 37-13. Your Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive.
Yeah, it was a 5-play, 50-yard drive. Colin Moon took it in from 17 yards out. The point after was good. Oneonta now leads 37-13 with 10:35 to play in the game.
Vargas will kick that one. Low line drive. Takes a roll by the guys. Will it go out of bounds? No. Finally, they pick it up. Here they come. Breaks that tackle, but he's not going to get by the second wave. And those Redskins are absolutely fired up like I've never seen before.
It's fun here.
And let's say this. That loss to Hayden was a great thing.
I'm telling you.
Because it has awakened the Redskins.
Yeah.
And that offensive line, if there was you want to probably going to give player of the game probably to one of the running backs, especially David Hall. But that offensive line tonight, phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, as far as improvement goes, we saw the big improvement from Pinion from week 1 to week 2, but this offensive line is playing lights out tonight compared to the way they have been.
And that's what we thought going into the season. We knew they were going to be good. It just took a couple of games. Yeah. 1st and 10. Hokes Bluff at their own 13-yard line, Oneonta up 37-13. Meads. Here comes Mr. Defensive Player of the Year. with his cohort, Luke Hodge, and he actually lost a yard on that one. Here's your update for Darian Meads. I set that number at 150. We're at 21 carries, 87 yards tonight. 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, up 37-13. Some old school cheering going on here. I formation again. Gullidge under center. Back to pass. Quick throw out to the far side. Incompletes. Trying to get that one out to number 25, Tucker Marsh. And Jeremy, offensively, Hokes Bluff isn't geared for this. It's kind of like Hayden. They're geared for the run. They'll milk the clock. That's the way Hokes Bluff really is.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a few weapons they can hit, but they're not a lot of ammo in the barrel, so to speak, passing wise. So,
and I think now the defense, they're just going to zero in on Darian Meads.
Oh yeah, I mean he's kind of, I won't say he's laying down, but he's definitely beat up.
Yeah. It's 3rd and 10. They'll hand off to Meads. Keezy Mitchell, what a night for him and that defensive line. He got to the 14. He picked up 2 yards right there. That was all he could get.
Yeah, Mitchell's virtually unblockable in that middle. He just got that. He's, I don't know, he's 5'10", 5'11", probably about 230. I guess that's
super strong.
Just strong as he can be.
And it is 4th down. They're going to punt it. Oneonta, they're saying, hey, we still don't believe you. As they will line up in base defense. They're going to come after it a little bit, but high punts. 4, and it goes out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. In they're going to say maybe the 35-yard line, Jeremy, in Hokes Bluff territory. That is a punt of 20 yards. And 9 minutes left. It's 37-13. Hokes Bluff maybe getting ready to start that bus up.
See if I can crank it for him right here.
David Hall tonight, 133 yards rushing. Colin Moon, 112. Pinion, there's the snap. They hand off to Mr. Hall. Comes back this way. David hurdles that guy right there to the 30. Being dragged. Nope, still going down the sideline and finally dragged out of bounds to the 16-yard line. A gain of 19 for David Hall. His legs still going. They are just eating away at this Hokes Bluff defense. They are inching closer to 400 yards total offense, and they're knocking on the door. They're 1 yard short of 300 tonight.
Yeah, he's just putting on a clinic.
And for a Phil Phillips offense, he likes to throw it around.
2 tackles on the left side again.
They'll hand off to Moon. Moon with some fresh legs in there down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. As they're ready to get another one.
Put Smallwood, the smaller of the 2 Wilsons, and Aragwin on the left side of the center. You're looking at what 3, 6, 7, 8, 900 pounds, close to 900 pounds, just west of the center.
Beef. That's all that is right there. It's a lot of beef on that left side. 2nd and 3. As Stephanie McGee is running back to the other side. We have a player cramping. I'm not sure. And Phil Phillips takes the timeout. Let's keep it here. Let's talk about tonight so far. 37-13, Jeremy. The first drive for Hokes Bluff. Let's go back. They had the one big pass. I can't remember who it was completed to. Got right down the field. Darian Meads looking like Darian Meads. They go up 7-0.
Everybody in the bleachers turned around and seemed like looked at us like, well, this guy's going to be all night.
That's the way
and we kind of looked at each other like,
it's going to be one of those nights. It's going to be one of those nights. But the defense settled in. The Oneonta offense tonight. Phil's talked about what's our identity with this team. What is it going to be? And I think we may have found that identity. And I think that offensive line is starting to play a little bit better. But that defense, in my 5 years here at Oneonta, I think this is the best defense I've seen out of the last 5.
It's solid. It's early in the season still. Can't get a good grip on our competition really overall. But you bring the number 2 team in 4A here. It's like Saban said, we play who you give us. Who we got to play. So, we knew we were going to have to stop Darian Meads tonight, and that's what they've done.
It'll be 2nd and 3. Ball's at the 8-yard line at Hokes Bluff. Oneonta. They're knocking. You got a new running back in, Austin Nix. First time we've seen him tonight on the offensive side. Hodge is the back. They will hand off to Nix. Nix, there's a lane, breaks a tackle into the end zone, but there's a flag on the play. They call a touchdown, but I think it will come back.
It's an odd place for a hold.
Yes, I think it's on Hodge. They're pointing at Hodge, saying it was on him. Hodge says no. So that will come back, and they'll repeat the down.
Crowd didn't like it.
Of course not. And Phil doesn't like it.
I don't like it.
I'm pretty sure Mr. and Miss Hodge don't like it either. 7:57 left, up 37-13. So it'll be 2nd and long. About 14? Yeah, 2nd and 14. At the 20-yard line. Still sitting with good field position. They'll hand off to Nix again. Nix hit from behind. Gets up to the 13-yard line. That'll bring out somewhat 3rd and manageable right here. As that clock continues to run. Let it run with 7:40 left. (37-13). It'll be 3rd and 8. They'll say at the 14. Over 300 yards rushing tonight for the Skins. I see a 14-yard pass right here to get Oneonta over 100. Nix this time, the back to the left. They put an extra couple of blockers to the right. They'll go to the right. Nix stops, cuts up middle of the field to the 10-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Will we see Vargas? Maybe close to the 9. About 4th and 4, 4th and 5. Let's see. What do they do? Fans chant, go for it. Down to 20 seconds on the play clock with 6:45 left. I think Phil's going to go for it. Yep, 37-13. If you don't get it, you still got to be pinned back.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If you do get the first down, you milk more clock. Nix the back. Connor Faust, Will Robertson in it to the left. They hand off to Nix. Nix got by the first guy, lowers the shoulder down to the 5. He's going to have a Woodman-Life first down.
Good job.
And that clock will run even more. Thanks to Chris Neesmith and Joey Bailey up for that first down. 1st and goal.
Not a bad job. I'd like to see Nix get a touchdown here.
I would too. A bit of a quiet kid.
The first ginger in the end zone we've had in here in a while in the Redskins, I think. Wouldn't we? Wouldn't it be?
You've done this longer than I have.
Try to think back.
1st and goal from the 5. They hand off to Nix, and he's going to be met at the 5. That's all he could get. So 2nd and goal.
Now this line's not giving him the hospitality that they were giving to Moon and to Hall. So
heat timeout. Let's take it with him. It's a Sharp Point Investigations heat timeout. We take it with him. We'll be back at 37-13 here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. Welcome back in T-Moine Toyota broadcast booth. This game brought to you by Offer. 37-13 as loving the dancing from the Skins players. 37-13. It is 2nd and goal. Oneonta. The upsets. It's about to boil over. On the number 2 ranked team in 4A football. Revenge comes to mind after that loss last year. Keezy Mitchell's having himself a good old time on the sideline. They'll hand off to Nix and the defensive line right there, Jeremy, for Hokes Bluff. Honestly, it's one of the third, fourth play they've made tonight.
Yeah.
There ain't been many. Sorry about that.
It's all right. Used to it by now.
You know who would know about the Ginger touchdown? I think Chuck would know.
That is stat he keeps.
He may. I asked him about the story of the Redskins, why the Redskins, and he told me in detail over text. About 7 paragraphs. 5 minutes left. It's 3rd and goal from the 7. Couple receivers to the left for Pinion. They'll hand off to Nix. There's a hole. Middle. End zone. Give him the touchdown. Austin Nix joins in on the party, and fans, you can take a deep breath now. 43-13. Oneonta taking the Eagles behind the woodshed tonight.
Yeah, I think we can call it now. This has been kind of a whooping. This has been a very dominant performance by Oneonta since that first drive.
There's a snap, the hole, the kick. It is good. Eric Vargas, the senior, puts it through the uprights. 44-13. We'll be right back after this here on Hits 95.3, 94.7 WCRL. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs, Jeremy Hyde. This game brought to you by Offer, the Oneonta Foundation for Educational Resources. 44-13. Your team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
Yeah, it was a 35-yard drive. Nix took it in. Austin Nix, that is. 7 yards out. The point after was good. Oneonta leads 44-13 with 4:44 to play.
One of the upbacks at the 25 up to the 30, trying to get near the sideline. And Bo Ragsdale said, "Son, get back here. He gets you in a late push." Redskin flags. No. So Hokes Bluff takes over. 4:37 left. Fourth quarter.
Showing 38-6. Susan Moore over Plainview in the fourth quarter. About Russellville 48-20 over Hayden. Appalachian showing what I've got. 27-20 over Victor Christian in the fourth. J.B. Pennington down 14 at Fultondale. Locust Fork down 34-28 at East Lawrence. And Ohatchee on top of Cleveland. Where'd it go? Handily. 44-13 here with 4:37 left. They'll hand off to the backup running back who breaks a couple of tackles. Looking like Darian Meads out there in defense. Didn't like that. We see some backups in there for Oneonta. You got Brody Devaney's in there now. Hanley is in there. Well, you're really backing up with Hanley, aren't you?
I know. They get up to the 50-yard line, a gain of 6 right there for Hokes Bluff. For Tucker, the backup running back. I'll be honest with you, and no disrespect to Tucker, the backup running back, that's a huge drop-off from Darian Meads, the talent level he brings.
Yeah.
I formation with 4 minutes left. Safety's up. They'll hand off to the fullback, and Bo Ragsdale just got a hold of him. He did pick up 2 yards. It's 3rd down.
I think we just wore Meads out tonight.
Yeah.
And I think they just rode him too much, and we hit him every chance we got. Oh, update from Victor Christian. Appalachian up 34-20.
Good.
With 2 minutes left. Oneonta putting, yep, they sure are. Thank you, Chris.
Good.
Get a little commentary there.
Darian Meads tonight, not to toot my own horn, but I said 150 was the number. Darian Meads tonight, 22 carries, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Yeah. And a timeout, Phil Phillips. Let's keep it here. I got somebody blowing up my phone wanting me to say his name, but Steve Gunn. He says that they have parachutes and flyovers at the Susan Moore games. I believe it when I see it.
Oh, it's funny.
Little Steven. Also, Chastain listening in tonight.
What he's talking about, that's a hay tarp blowing from over down we're on 36 is what it is. So he's thinking it's a parachute.
Chastain wants to give some love to you for the Golden Girls screensaver on your computer. The cameras, it stays on throughout the day.
Right, yeah. I got some comments on that. I like to keep it changed out, you know.
You know, you had Robin Williams on there. What was it, last week?
Yeah, that was earlier this week.
I saw it the night before. I'd watched a documentary on Robin Williams. So I'm walking through the studio, and there's Robin Williams. I'm like,
wait a minute.
This is weird.
Nanu.
Exactly. 3rd down and 2 for Hokes Bluff. 44-13 Skins lead. Oh, my gosh. Cameron Daly just read the snap on that one and met Tucker as soon as he got the ball. It's been that kind of night for the Oneonta defense.
Yeah, Cameron, another one of those sophomores. They're a classmate of my daughter. He's such a good guy, Cameron.
He is.
Great to see him in the game and making a big play like that. Big hit out there.
And I know one Redskin that's extremely happy, and this is probably helping him out tonight, A.J. Ragsdale. We missed him.
Yeah.
Miss him a lot. 4th down, and Hokes Bluff's going to punt. And finally, somebody going back for the Redskins. It's been a while. There's the punts. That'll take an old Hokes Bluff roll inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line with 2:34 left. 2:34 left here in the 4th quarter. Hokes Bluff, we'll help you out. Go on and fire up that bus. It's a long way. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll have the Team Nancy and Shannon player of the game. It's a bit tough one this week.
Yeah.
I mean, you got several good candidates. You got David Hall, 3 touchdowns tonight. That's, by itself is pretty good. Colin Moons rushed for 119 tonight. David's at 153. That offensive line, big props to them.
Yeah.
Or you can go the Oneonta defense and that whole defense. But we will decide on somebody at the end of the game. Braden Moore, the backup quarterback, is in with Austin Nix, the running back. He'll hand off to Nix. He slung around. He escaped that tackle and then got to the line of scrimmage. So next week, we are on the road. We go to Asheville for another big region game.
Maybe bring you another edition of Hyde's Taste of the Town down there.
Yeah, maybe Shaw's.
Shaw sounds good.
Look at the pizza joint down there.
Would you trust me at Mi Casita before the game? Why not?
No.
What?
No. On the level of what can upset your stomach, I would say that Mexican would be higher on the list than Popeyes.
I don't know.
They do have good food, though. They'll hand off. Nope. Yeah, they will hand off to Austin Nix, carrying the Eagles with them. Just shy of a first down by about 2 yards with 1:43 left, and you can put this one in the books. 44-13 with a minute and a half left. Maybe you go player of the game, J.D. Whited. What a great defensive game plan he had tonight. It'll be 3rd and 1. One more first down will secure it.
Hey, just a reminder that anyone, if you got youngsters, boys basketball right now, if you want to sign up at the Oneonta Rec Center, registration is going on right now. So go ahead and get that going. Have a good time this year.
They'll hand off to Nix. He won't have the first down. It'll be 4th down. What a game. 1 minute left. It's 4th down. They're going to have to punt this one and give it to Hokes Bluff one last time. The number 2 ranked team in 4A football. A team that just absolutely destroyed Oneonta last year, 49-7, from the opening kickoff. And a guy that fumbled the opening kickoff in David Hall.
Yeah.
Felt so bad about that last year. And that night just went downhill from that point on. Yeah. Comes back tonight, 3 touchdowns. What a game for him. Bo, there's a snap. That one blocked. Bo takes a Hokes Bluff bounce. They will get it with 21 seconds left at the 21-yard line. That's been the only positive thing really for Hokes Bluff.
Yeah. You talk about that game last year. That was one of those games where we felt something was weird when we got off the bus or got out of the car.
We didn't even get on the air on time.
Yeah, we just knew something didn't feel right. I said, something ain't right here. And then Hokes Bluff was playing really good at the time, and it just kind of. But that was kind of a turning point game for the Redskins last year, who made it to the semifinals, and Hokes Bluff did not. So
yeah, 21 seconds left. Gullidge under center as. They will have one last snap. Daly. Who else came? Who laid the hit on that one? That was Caven. That was Caven Hill.
Yeah.
Haven's one of those guys. He's the smallest, but he packs a punch.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Hyde, breaking news, not shocking to us. Oneonta takes down the number 2 ranked team in 4A football, 44-13. They shock the States and take down the Eagles. Once again, final score 44-13. We'll send it back to Tim right quick. We're going to take a quick commercial break, come back. It'll be your team, Nancy and Shannon. Player of the game, Oneonta winners. We'll be back after this here on Hits 95.3, 94.7, WCRL.